Obviously, age doesn't matter for him. He's still playing at a high level, but my question would be, why aren't you good enough? Why isn't Ryan good enough? Tom Brady is the GOAT, no question at all, the best of all time. But then at the same time, I mean, Ryan Tannehill is our quarterback, went to the AFC Championship. Why would we not want Ryan back? Oh, we got a Patriots fan there.
Tannehill played lights out all year, by the way.
No question. All right, we see what it is. Max, does this quote say more about Tannehill or Brady?
Tannehill. And Tannehill deserves it. It's so rare in football. Every now and then, a high draft pick is a bust. And let's face it, Tannehill was a bust. And we always hear about where you go matters in the system and how you could wind up in the wrong situation. And we've heard countless athletes, countless NFL players especially, talk about that. But usually, if you're really a special quarterback, wherever you go, it's going to be obvious after 5, 6 years that you're good. It was not clear to me at all about Tannehill. I considered him overrated early and then eventually properly rated as not a starting quarterback. Not good enough. But it turned out that, no, he's actually an example of a guy who was not in a good situation. And as soon as he was put in a good situation, probably also with the experience he'd already garnered, he was excellent. Tannehill was excellent. Stephen A., off the top of my head, I can't remember a high first-round pick this deep into his career, changing the narrative around 180 like this. He was totally excellent. I see why Derrick Henry wants to keep him, and I think it speaks more to his excellence than Brady's slippage.
I think it speaks more to Derrick Henry's character than his smarts. Let me explain. Derrick Henry is a stud, and I get all of that. But what Derrick Henry is not realizing is that football, this guy plays this game, and he plays it at an elite level. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. So if you got 1 year, do I think that Ryan Tannehill is a better long-term investment than Tom Brady? Of course I do. Absolutely. Tom Brady's going to be 43 years of age. And with the year that Ryan Tannehill had, of course I don't blame Derrick Henry sensibly coming to the defense of his quarterback right now, who's going to be a free agent and in position and in line to get money. All right, but I want Derrick Henry to get paid first before you even think about paying Ryan Tannehill. My point is, I think Tennessee, as they proved this postseason, is knocking on the door. And if you're knocking on the door and you have an opportunity to have Tom Brady as your quarterback with his friend and former teammate Mike Vrabel, who's your head coach, I don't think it's something that you should summarily dismiss. I don't blame him for coming to the defense of Ryan Tannehill. I get that, but I think he should be careful because guess what? We hope that Ryan Tannehill will continue the excellence that he showed us this season. We don't have any evidence that he will. As far as I'm concerned, this year was the first year he showed up and showed us he was a quarterback.
I see it differently. I think Tannehill was clearly better than Brady this year. And I think next year the gap will widen as Tannehill's now played in this system for a year. He's kind of made his bones, and Brady's 1 year older.
And I think that Brady didn't have any help, and it's blasphemy to sit up there and denigrate him in any way, considering how he was bereft of weapons. If he had better weapons to throw the damn football to, he would have had better results.
After Week 7, Tannehill did have better numbers, and of course, Vrabel and Brady won 3 Super Bowls together. Stephen A., which team can make the best pitch for Tom?
Austin Powers.
I know where you're going.
What you
if
got?
I know you, let's go. Let's hear it.
I gotta say this.
Let's go.
I hope everybody's bracing themselves for what I'm about to say. I'm not saying that Brady's leaving the Patriots. Okay? I'm not saying that Brady's leaving the Patriots. But if you want to talk about a place he could go and make some noise, and I'm certainly not saying they should get rid of their quarterback. But Tom Brady with the Dallas Cowboys.
I knew it.
With that big,
listen. You are so predictable.
If you want to get revenge, if there's any truth, and I don't know whether it is, but if there's any truth to this belief that Tom Brady wants to show up Bill Belichick and wants to make noise and somehow, some way wants to validly elevate the brand because the Cowboys are the biggest brand because of nonsense and their dysfunctionality and they steal headlines, not because they deserve it as a football team. But if Tom Brady went to America's team and guided them to the Super Bowl, oh my God. Now, I'm not saying it should because I love Dak Prescott and he should get his money. But if that happened, Oh, my Lord, that would be the biggest story in sports.
They've got $80 million in cap space. They could certainly pay for him.
It would be the biggest story in sports. Let me tell you what would be so big about it. They got everything you want. An offensive line, talent on the defense,
a running back,
a great running back,
a number one
receiver, a deep receiving core, a fast receiving core, everything you want. And when they don't make the playoffs with Tom Brady, boy, that's
it would not happen.
Extra bad.
It would not happen.
Yeah, it might. Let me tell you where he should go and who I think makes the best pitch. And I've thought this since the beginning. The Los Angeles Chargers, number one.
That's
Los
just
Angeles.
Not sexy to me.
Well,
like the Cowboys.
That's why, because it would be sexy with Tom Brady in Los Angeles.
It's not.
He could totally change the fortunes of the team and success. And the Chargers are the following. Loaded with offensive weapons, and yet never able to get over the hump. So he's from the area, too, from California. You want to make your point to Belichick? Go get a franchise who can't get over the hump with talent.
You're not telling on yourself. I'm Diamond Max out here. I'm Diamond Max out here. This is Max Kellerman that lived in L.A. for what, 6.5 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
6 years, right? I promise you, if Max was out in L.A., and Tom Brady went to the Chargers, Max would go see him opening week. And then after that, he'd be like this, I got better things to do with my time on Sundays. That's exactly what Max would do in L.A. Because it's L.A., it's the palm trees, the sunshine, and everything. Oh, please. Man, Tom Brady ain't going to get nobody to come watch the Chargers.
Oh, I would take, hold on. Actually,
not the Chargers.
Actually, nice family entertainment. I would take my daughters to watch Tom Brady.
I said a game.
Here and there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.